Hello, welcome to episode 78 of Happy Little Yarn. My name is Amy. I come to you from Leesburg, Georgia, where it's 83 degrees already, and it's 1 o'clock p.m. on a Friday. What is today? April 26, 2024. Now who's at my door? It's not going to tell me. Anyways, my Misfit Market order just arrived like 5 seconds before I pressed record. That must be UPS because somebody else is at the door. They can wait. Yeah. Misfit Market just showed up as a big heavy box of groceries. I'll go through it after I'm done recording because we just ate lunch and I don't even want to look at food. I'm so full. We had El Maya. We had fajitas. They were delicious. Now, I have coffee. Happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. I'd rather be there. I miss me some Disney. I haven't been down to Orlando in about 6 or 7 months. It's time to go back. Even if we just go to Disney Springs, it's time to go back. Tomorrow, which is the day you'll be watching this on, is, someone told me, my friend Amber told me, is local yarn store day, and I'm tempted to go to Thomasville to Fuzzy Goat because that's my local yarn shop. It's about a little over an hour away. I don't want to drive, but I'm knitting with my friend Misty tomorrow at the coffee shop, so that'll be fun. If I feel like driving after that, I might go down to Thomasville. I don't know. I don't need anything. See all my yarn? Yeah, I don't need anything. I've been looking for patterns that are like one skein projects. That was my research this morning at work because I had very little to do today at work. So I kind of just breezed through some one skein projects to talk about today. So I have that, but let's jump into knitting. Oh, I want to show you the shirt I'm wearing. Not that you can see it from there, but I just got it last week in the mail and I washed it. It's my I Breathe Yarn shirt from Knitting is Metal. If y'all know me, I love skeletons, unicorns, anything Disney, and bats. Most definitely bats. But I love skeleton stuff, and I saw this and yarn, of course. So mixed some of my favorite things, yarn and skeletons. If I can find if she still has them in her shop, Knitting is Metal. She's Knitting is Metal on Instagram. I think her shop's knittingismetal.com. But if she still has it, I will link the shirt below in my description, as where all my notes will be for this episode. I also got these on Knitting is Metal, I think years ago, but they're needle stoppers. And I've had them on my sweater because I split for the hem. That's right, I got to the hem. I'm going to show you now. Let's talk about knitting. One more sip of coffee. Hang on. Oh, it's so good. Okay. And peaches. Y'all know I like peaches. Just random things I like. I saw this out of the corner of my eye. Let's see if I open these. I ordered peach fabric one time, intending to sell peach bags with peach stitch markers or zipper pulls or whatever I decided to do with these. But I had two different kinds. I had that peach, which is cute. I like that. Just a little clear peach. Then I had a bag of, I think these were the ones I was planning to go with. I don't really know how to make stitch markers. I would have to play around with that. I'm not sewing right now, so these can always wait till later. I love peach stuff. Okay, now we're going to talk about knitting. Okay, I just had a slight panic that I wasn't recording, but I am. Already 5 minutes. So this is a Dartmoore sweater, and I forgot who the Caidree. I want to say the designer's name is, let me look. I got my computer open because we're going to talk patterns shortly. Some new patterns that came out, some patterns I want to knit. Caidree, C-A-I-D-R-E-E. And I'll try to put some things on the screen as I'm talking about patterns and names and all that on the screen. I hate editing, but I have plenty of time today. I can do it. I'm not going to make an excuse. My yarn already fell. I have like 2 yarn bowls right here on my desk. I could utilize them. Okay. So last time we talked, I was on the body of the Dartmoore V-neck sweater using speckled concrete, I think that's what she called it, by the cat lady who dyed the yarn for me. Let me scoot back. I have finished the front of the body. The whole body is finished. I'm doing the split hem now. So I've knit that much of the body since last time. And for comparison, oh, and from here down to the front of the split hem. And now I'm working on the back of the split hem, which will be, I'm going to try to make it 2 inches longer than the front. I might have made the front a little too long, because this is superwash bulky yarn. It was just Nitpic's bare yarn that I bought, and Andrea, the cat lady, dyed it for me. But it's Wool of the Andes superwash bulky. And I had 12 skeins of it, and I've got 5 left. This is all I have left of the 6th skein. So I've got enough to do a few more rows of ribbing. But each skein has 137 yards, 100% superwash wool. Let me just take that off so you can see it. So that's the beautifulness I'm working with. I love knitting on this. It's so much fun. The only problem is, I don't know if I'm going to make it short sleeve or long sleeve. The pattern calls for long sleeve. I'm going to put the neckline on it, because the neckline is one of the things you have to pick up and knit a couple inches of ribbing around the V-neck all the way around. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to assess how much yarn I have left after the split hem and the neckline, and then I'll go from there. I want to use up every drop of this yarn because it's bulky weight. There's not much you can do with bulky weight if you only have 1 skein. Maybe a hat, maybe a short hat. I haven't looked at, I just want to use up I got 4 skeins back there on my desk, sewing table. I've got 1 skein here, so 5 skeins left. I'm imagining it's going to take, I think, with this and the new skein, the 7th skein, I will have probably enough to do the neckline and the rest of the back ribbing. Maybe. So I'm thinking 2 skeins per sleeve might give me long sleeves. I don't know. I have not sat down and estimated anything. I don't know. But I've did a lot of knitting on this week. And this is about the only thing I knit on this week. I got one other thing, but I don't know if I want to show it because I didn't really do much. But look at all that knitting. It went by so fast. All that body, and then that split hem on the front. I would say that's about 3.5 to 4 inches of ribbing. 1 by 1 rib. And it called for Italian cast off, but I couldn't be bothered. It was like 9 o'clock at night, and I was like, I'm just not in the mood to learn something new, and if it takes a long time, I won't ever do it. So I just did a regular stretchy bind off, which is fine. I didn't even do it in ribbing. I just did regular stretchy. You know, I saw this thing the other day, and I want y'all to do this in the comments below. This will be fun. You say your age and something you can't do. It took me a couple days to figure this out. Something that would be like knitting related. I mean, there's a lot of things I can't do, but one simple thing that they posted on the meme was, I'm 33 and I can't swallow pills, you know. Yes, I can swallow pills. Here's my turn, and then I want you to go in the comments below. I am 41 years old, and I can't do the long tail cast on. That's right. So let's hear yours below. How old are you, and what can you not do? It can be knitted related or anything. It doesn't matter. I just thought that was a funny little thing. We should do that. But, yeah, this is my Dartmoore sweater. Enough about that. I'm going to put my ducky needle stoppers on because I've got it on 24-inch cords, or a circular, 24-inch circular. And it's really bunched up on there. So, I don't want them popping off. And it's living in my prestigious bag, let me tell you. A large Nitpic clear bag. This is my favorite bag for sweaters. Like, I made some pretty big bags for sweaters. But this was cheap on Nitpic, and it's huge. Like, this could hold my project and the rest of the yarn, and then some. Probably. See? That's a pretty big bag. I love it. And I will show you this next thing that I did work on a little bit. I only put like 3 or 4 rows on it. But I want to talk about, these are the Tanline Joggers by Little Wolf Knits, which is Briana Luppino on Ravelry. And I got to looking at it, and I said this last week too. I think it's time to split for legs. Because it says after you cast on, you need so many inches of stockinette stitch. Well, the cast on's right here, and because I went ahead and did the ribbing, well, I did a double ribbed waistline. It didn't call for that. I think it's a folded over waistline is what she had, but I did that way. Now, she's calling for so many inches, and I'm at 1 inch shy of that. Let's just hold it up and see. You can't even see. Okay. That looks ready to split. I would hate to do it and it's too short, but in the pictures of all the FOs, people that's made these, they look like low riders. I don't want low riders. I have a belly. Low riders would mean they're not going to stay up. I mean, and not because of my belly, but just, they're not going to stay up. So, I don't know if I should do the extra inch and they just be like really high Steve Urkel pants. Or should I just split now and have them a little bit lower? I don't know. I probably should have waited to do the... Look, if it said, from the cast on, it said so many inches. And I'm 1 inch shy. I don't know. I just need to measure myself, I guess. Nothing I will do on this episode. But I knit, this is Nitpic Stroll in the pucker colorway. And I was initially going to go for self-striping legs. But then I realized I would look like an adult in a hot pink adult diaper. So we're not going for that anymore. We're just going to have hot pink. And, okay, there's my stitch marker, my progress keeper. I did about 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, not quite an inch. So I didn't do too bad. I knit on these last night when I was trying to relax on the sofa and rot on the sofa. I have a hard time working all day and then coming home sitting down doing nothing. I saw a thing on Instagram last night or today. It's called stress laxing. where you're trying to relax, but you're stressed out because you're not doing work. That's me. That's me. So, and these are not living in a bag right now. I could put it in my Slick Chicks bag, in my Yarn Era bag. Okay, y'all, the Tortured Poets department is growing on me more and more and more every day. I wasn't in the mood to listen to it today by Taylor Swift, Tortured Poets department, what we're talking about. But I was in a bubbly mood this morning. It's like happy poppy mood. So I listened to nothing really. I was in more of a poppy Taylor Swift mood than depressing Taylor Swift mood. They fit in there. See how much space I got? Plenty of space. You can see the top of it right there. That's a large Slick Chick bag, and I will link this below. I think she still has these in her shop. So cute. Okay, so I got my computer pulled up in front of me. And I was looking around on Instagram last night and this morning, just trying to get ideas for patterns. And I've got a few patterns I'll talk about, and I'll post pictures of them here or somewhere as I'm talking about them. But the first one that came out, what was it called? I don't think I saved that link, but it's the new Stephen West pattern. Oh, it's called Treasure Trove Wrap. Stunning. I'll put a picture of it right here. And it's a free pattern. He released 2 or 3 patterns yesterday. I think 2 shawls or shawl wraps. The other one won't cost, but this one was a free one. I was like, and it was the prettiest one in my opinion. I was like, that's great. So I got it. And it was just published yesterday. Yeah. So I saw it in the Just Added. I love when I see things in the Just Added to Ravelry box on the pattern page. I always think that's so fun seeing the new patterns that come out. I wish there was, I know you can search for patterns in order of the newer ones. I don't know if they're like hot right now new ones or not. I don't know how they're really listed. But the Treasure Trove Wrap by Stephen West, it's on fingering weight yarn, and it uses 2,000 yards of yarn. So it's 5 skeins, roughly 400 yards per skein, 5 different colors. I was like, that'd be great, because all these 2 up here, these 2 shells and these 2 shells, I think 4 cubes right here in this area up there are all fingering weight. Back here, oh, that's fingering weight too. Okay, so the whole top row is fingering weight. Then these are, that's DK and that's DK. Worsted, other, I don't know. I know it's DK sock right there because there's a lot of self-striping DK right there. But trying to find 1 skein, 2 skein, like patterns to knock out some of my fingering weight. I love knitting with fingering weight yarn now. Like these leggings are fingering weight. My Tanline Joggers are fingering weight. I mean, yes, I've been working on them 2 years, but not because they're slow going. It's just I work on them between other things. So the only thing about the Stephen West pattern, the Treasure Trove Wrap, it's a dip stitch pattern, the entire thing. He released a video yesterday too on the dip stitch, and I was like, no. So the dip stitch is, you knit a couple rows, and then in each color you go over a few stitches, knit that stitch down a few rows, and knit into that stitch. So you're picking up previous stitches and knitting into them, or knitting through previous stitches. I don't know really. I didn't really watch the whole thing. It freaked me out. I turned it off. So I've got to put on my big girl panties one day and be brave. Watch that video and see if I really want to face an entire wrap of dip stitches. No, that does sound like it'll take forever. Okay, that's the new pattern that I found that I really like this week. I might start doing a highlight of what pattern I found that I really like that week. That's new. But that was a free one. I thought that was a good one to talk about. I have been in scarf moods lately. Like a scarf. Like a long, well, not a wrap, not a shawl. A long, narrow scarf. And I've got one in particular that is called a shawlette. But it's by Amber O'Brien. I'll put it right here. It's the Triagonal Shawlette. I have the pattern, I think. Yeah, I do. And it looks perfect. I don't know if there's two sizes. It says fingering weight and DK weight. So I want to try to do it in fingering weight because the cat lady, Andrea, when she was dyeing yarn, she made some gradient packages. I think it was a set of 5 colors. Like I got reds, like dark red to light red, and I got black to gray. So I have a few of those. I would really like to stash bust. I was thinking the purple would be fun to work with because I don't, well, this has purple in it, but I like purple, I think. I thought I would use the purple gradient that she dyed, those 5 mini skeins, to try to do this Triagonal Shawlette. That's a cute pattern. But another one that I saw that was really pretty was the Sand Bubbles by Greta Minson. And this has a little lace detail at the bottom of the shawlette. This one is in the scarf category. The other one, the Amber O'Brien one, was in the scarf or shawl wrap category. But the Sand Bubbles is made out of fingering weight yarn, and it takes up to 317 yards. Perfect. Enough to make minis out of afterwards for like an advent, if you want to do an advent swap with a friend. Have a little left over, keep some for yourself, give some to a friend. That's fine. Have like 100 yards left. No, that'd be like 10 gram minis. Or just like a 25 gram mini might be left. I don't know. But I saw the Sand Bubbles is real pretty. It's about the same dimensions as the Triagonal Shawlette by Amber O'Brien. And the last one that's in the shawl scarf thing I've been looking at, the patterns, is the Zoom Along by Lisa Ross. And I'll put it right there. It's in the shawl wrap category, but it's DK weight yarn. Now, I have plenty of DK weight yarn in this cubby that's not sock yarn. I could go into my sock yarn. It's fine. I'm never going to knit that many socks in my life. Ever. And this one is all self-striping fingering weight yarn. No way am I ever going to knit all that in my life. So, I don't know. This shawl is, I think it's 4 colors. It's 4 colors in DK weight yarn, and it uses 920 yards. I think it's real pretty. It's got a bunch of eyelets. The little lace detail is pretty. I really like it. I think it'd be a good summer project. Because I think it'd go fairly quickly. 920 yards in DK. I mean, I've used bulky weight. It's like DK would have double the yardage. So I've used 6 skeins of the bulky weight. And that's taken me since March 28th when I cast on that sweater. So those are a few shawl scarf things I've been looking at. And some one skein projects too, like that Sand Bubble or the 2 scarf shawls that I showed you. Those are good one skein busting things. And the Zoom Along is just, it's just pretty. I like it. But today I was on a sweater kick at work when I was working. I I want to knit a Christmas sweater. I do this every year and it's always too close to Christmas. So there's one particular, and I'm hesitant to talk about it because she discontinued it. Andy Satterland. Is that her name? Andy Satterland? Yeah, I think that is. But way back in the day, when Andy Satterland was like I really liked her a lot. She'd had great patterns and they were size inclusive. But she had the Julgran, Julgran sweater that has a Christmas tree on it and it's all texture. Like the entire Christmas tree is just texture, and she added little pom-poms for decorations. Like the itty bitty pom-poms. And I'll put a picture of it here if I haven't already. It's worsted weight. It's 3X. And okay, that's not as size inclusive as I thought it was, but it would fit me. To me, that's size inclusive because I'm a 3X. And her 3X is a true 3X because I think this is a no ease, negative ease sweater. But I'm a 52-inch bust, and the 3X on this pattern is 53-inch bust. So I think I would really like to knit this pattern. I've tried knitting it before, but the yarn was not a good choice. I don't know where you could get this pattern now. I'm really sorry. I have it. I bought it back when it came out in October 2017. But 1,040 yards of worsted weight yarn. I would have to make it longer. It's too short. I don't like things ending at the top of my hips. Nope. Like this shirt I'm wearing right now, I'm a 3X and I got a 5X because I like a lot of positive ease. So I would need more yarn. I would need it in a Christmassy color, but Christmas sweaters, have y'all knit a Christmas sweater? What is your go-to pattern for a Christmas sweater, or one that you would really like to knit? I would like to know, because the only one I really know of that isn't color work that I like is this Andy Satterland Julgran sweater. I found another tee on Ravelry this morning. It's called the Adorable Gabriella tee. Adorable Gabriella. No, that's the junior. I don't want the junior. Let me see if I can just go. By Dorothy Officers. I think that's how you say her name. But it's a mesh sleeve tee. It uses fingering weight yarn. It says lace. I don't know why it says lace, because in the pattern it looks like it's fingering weight. And everybody that knitted it used fingering weight. But it goes up to 5XL. Very size inclusive in my opinion. And that is for the finished bust measurement. That's 67 inches for the 5XL. I would probably knit the 3XL. It's 58.5 inches for finished tee, the bust measurement. But if I haven't already put the picture here, I will. And I'll put a picture up of the FO project that I really like. It has longer sleeves than what the pattern calls for. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, I know exactly what yarn I want to use. I kind of was looking at this tee and said, oh, that'll be perfect. The pretty twisted yarns I showed you last week, I call it Neon Sour Apple. I think it would be really pretty. I think I would have just enough yarn. I might need to get in contact with Theresa and see if she has any more of these, because I only have 20. And it says it would take exactly 400 grams to knit this. And I need longer sleeves. So unless I alternate different colors, like I could do, I was thinking a really pretty blue. Like, I'll show you this. I have this yarn ball that I keep notions and stuff in. But I was thinking that would look pretty and subtle, kind of. Like a blue. Like this blue right here. Or maybe even that blue. No, it'd have to be a little bit darker. But alternate it and make it striped. I love stripes. But like blue, green, blue, green, blue, green. I know that's been done, but I really like blue, green. So I would have to find a blue. Tomorrow is local yarn store day. I could go down to Fuzzy Goat. In a dream world, I would go up to Eat, Sleep, Knit in Dallas, Georgia. But that's 4 hours away. I would love to ask. I'm not going to ask Theresa right now because I think she's having a little hard time right now. And I don't want to bother her with her health and everything going on to see if she could dye me blue. I'm not going to do that. I'm sure I have something back here I could use. It's fairing weight. But I just think that pattern is so pretty. Okay. Last thing I want to talk about is another shawl, actually. But it's a new technique I want to try. It's not really new. I've done it before, but I've never done it with 2 colors. Can you guess what it is? It is brioche. And I don't know what the difference is between brioche and on here on Ravelry on the project pattern page it says brioche tuck. Is that just brioche? Am I missing something? I haven't bought the pattern, but it's called Aster Shaw by Vera Villamaki, and I'll put a picture up here. And it was released in March 2023, but it's just this huge fingering weight shawl. What do I need this for in South Georgia? I don't know. I just want to knit it. It's so pretty. It's striped, different colors, and it's got that brioche in it. What are y'all's opinions about brioche? Love it or hate it? I don't know. You know, some people really love it. I guess I can knit it without doing the brioche and just do straight stockinette. I just like the design of it, of this shawl. I'm really in a shawl mood. I never thought I'd be a shawl knitter again. I've knit a few shawls in my time. But they're more appealing now. I don't know why. I don't need one. It's never cold enough to wear one. I have a few and I wear the ones I have, but I don't need a slew of them. Like, I don't need to be a shawl knitter exclusively. I don't need to be a sweater knitter either. Like, why am I not knitting socks? Because I wear knitted socks every single day. My friend Lisa, 72 Stitches of Knit All the Yarn podcast, bless her heart, knits me my socks. I have some of her scrappy socks on right now. They're scrappy. I think they're self-striping and a mixture of just variegated. And it's one of the first heel flap gussets that she did. It was the first heel flap gusset she did for me. She was scared it wouldn't fit. Fits like a charm. Wear these every time they're clean. And I wash my socks in the washing machine and hang them up to dry. Yup. They've held up good. I don't have one pair of socks that she's knit me in the years she's been knitting for me that has holes in them. None of them. So I guess washing machine doesn't hurt. Okay, that's all the notes I have. So this is 30 minutes. I think this is a good length. I should stop it right here. I hope y'all have a great weekend. Go to your local yarn stores today, Saturday, April 27th. I guess that is local yarn store days. Amber told me it was. I guess that she meant this weekend. So y'all go do that. Have some fun this weekend. Have some fun whenever this is. If you're watching it into the future, how is the future? Report back. Let me know. If you're watching this today, y'all just have a cozy weekend and knit something. Be happy. Be merry. Okay, I will talk to y'all. I want to try to do this weekly. Did y'all notice I'm back this week? Might be weekly again. Might be just pattern talk because I don't have much to say on knitting content as far as what I've done, so. I don't know. And I thought about bringing back Trash or Treasure. Not yet. Not yet. I'm not brave enough to pull down the bags yet. So, thank you for watching. Have a great day, great night, whatever time you're watching this. And I will see you next week, hopefully. Bye.